Okay. Here we are on Concealed Hill. We open up this series, this best of 3 series, first to 2 maps it is. Lynn on the right hand side opening up with the Blade Master, and on the other side I wouldn't be too surprised to see a Keeper, and that's exactly what we get.
Yeah, I wonder if Colorful will play fully standard here. We've only really seen Night Elf being successful with that super standard, I want to say Ancient of War, Huntress, Archer, Expansion. And then usually the only 2 variations is whether or how quickly you go for tier 3 or not. Colorful, he kind of strikes me as a guy that would probably like to play differently than this, but he might just be the best thing currently to do and the most viable by far, so he might just do that.
Okay. Pretty standard creep routes here, I guess. Starting off on the left hand side, Lynn, will he go for the item and then harass? It is of course a priority to keep this Keeper low so he can't really hunt down grunts too early. There is a peon scout already to see where is Colorful going. Is he going for the turtles? Is he moving out on the map a little earlier to go for the crabs? But I think Colorful oftentimes a standard player. And so he goes for the quick level 2 to just make sure to have Entangle and Treants present.
We get another ring here. Feels like it's been a lot of them, but yeah, ring picked up for Lynn. Obviously, you're always gonna make your own luck here at the merchant and buy a circlet. There it is. Lynn, I gotta say, he seems to be one of the biggest fans of that extra supply with the peon. He's every time sending that guy out, scouting super well. And really making sure that he knows exactly when the tree goes down, when it does. He also scouts very consistently around his base for Ancient Protectors, if there were to be one. And now he's going to see the exact movement of the Keeper down there.
Yeah, I think by now Lynn knows exactly what to do in what situation. Colorful, respecting the last hit opportunities or skills of Lynn, using that Entangle on the peon to make sure he gets the entire camp. Still not done here. Oh, did he get it? Not too sure. And then it's coming in. Gets the Treant number 1. Gets Treant number... Oh, almost number 2. That one was denied. But that wasn't the entire camp. This might delay level 3 for Colorful a little bit. But look at this. Cheeky Colorful. I say he's playing as standard as it can be. But Ancient Protector in front of the base.
Yeah, like very early as well. Much quicker than the usual timing, which is because he didn't tech yet. Now Lynn, with the illusion, is scouting the main base. He should know that something's up. And he's gonna move out immediately, check for the Protector. There is a staff. The Keeper needs to staff across the map. Entangle that grunt. Make sure he lets the Protector go up. Not doing it yet for some reason.
Yeah, does he? Okay, staff is ready. He got it now. With that, the AP should be safe. Orcs, of course, can't go for Militia, but the Blade Master with that circlet. Is that enough, maybe? Needs to start entangling soon to prevent this damage, to get this AP up. There's also no Wisp to repair, though.
Yeah, the Protectors might finish, but it would be so low. He might just need to cancel here. It's so low already. Grunt's moving in. Lynn making sure he gets the snipe. That Blade Master was like... be there in a flash. It just speed scrolled, wind walked across the map. And Lynn, even though he's gonna lose a grunt here, that would have been so much worse if this Protector just finished and he wouldn't have been able to damage it enough.
His tech is almost 100% ahead. Lynn is finishing the tier 2. Colorful just started this. And he isn't even massing or anything. This is a weird build by Colorful, if you ask me. A couple of hunts on... of course, investment into that tower that didn't do anything really except pulling the Blade Master back. The grunts were already there, and that's why it's sometimes not the greatest move anymore to go for this AP, because the grunts are so close anyway, and the orcs are getting so good at scouting, and Lynn does exactly that. Yet another last hit and the Tome of Agility on top of things.
Yeah, that's always nice when you get the perfect tome for your hero. These can really start adding up when you start getting a few of them. Look at that scout with the illusion down there on the tree by Lynn. Really, really amazing.
These scouts
so
are
consistent.
Absolutely perfect. The peon first scouts the green camp. Oh. The peon scouts the creep at the green. The grunt scouted the AP. The illusion scouts the expansion. Colorful is trying a lot, but Lynn just smacks him down.
Lin will make a heck of a GeoGuessr player, I'll tell you that.
That's for sure.
But +1 already on the way now for Colorful. This makes me wonder whether, because his expansion was cancelled again, if he might play a 1-base style instead. Keeper is already 3, but he's still looking to try and steal a camp away from the Shadow Hunter there.
Oh, can he get it? Yes, Big Turtle goes to Colorful. Finally, something is working, but Lin has almost weathered the storm. The first Shaman are coming out, then you can purge. And the early game is oftentimes what's most complicated for orcs.
There's a peon on the left-hand side. Lin is just checking the entire map at all times. This is so crazy. He's doing okay lumber-wise, so it's not like it's going to handicap him or anything to keep on doing this. Blade looking for another tome. Stacking out one of 120's minion here, the Spider Crab Limb Ripper.
Tome of Knowledge, man. Close to level 3. This would be ideal. If you survive the early game, you get the level 3 Blade Master, then with Windwalk you can cover even more. Colorful, old school Alchemist second. This feels kind of weird to say because the Alchemist wasn't played for such a long time, but in this matchup, in the hands of Night Elf, in combination with the Keeper, we see it for many, many years, so I think it's a classic by now. Is he? Oh.
He was sending a peon there, and then Colorful really insisted on the hunt sniping that peon. And at this level, it's such a hint that something's going on. This insane brain of Lin puts it together, and then he's like, okay, I know there's probably a tree there, double checks. Surely enough, it's there. Not going to be able to quite get the cancel yet, but the plan might just be to, get his shadow leveled a little bit and then attack the Night Elf while he's trying to creep the Expo, because this is one of the harder ones to creep.
Yeah, that looks really good. He also finds a greater mana. That is a lot of Serpent Wards. We see that here, 3 of them summoned to increase creep speed. And the Keeper, did he get too much done? I don't think so. Blade Master preparing that push. With a couple more hits, maybe? Oh, no, just checking out. How far are you? What's going on in your base? We don't see any lures. We don't even see a second Engine of War yet, if my eyes won't betray me.
Yes. The Blades rejoins the army. He's trying to get a surround on the Ogre Lord, and he gets it. Wow, that's Serpent Word. Much thicker than he appears, that's for sure. And yeah, Colorful is playing with a lot of hunts as opposed to going archers yet. So I wonder if he's going to stick to doing a lot of hunts, or if he might go into archers eventually. A lot of orcs, I mean every orc, to counter this style of huntress archer, they're going for a lot of grunts. So it can be risky business to go for a lot of archers, even though you have healing spray.
Yeah, the Blade Master just cuts them to pieces, especially later when he's level 4. Mirror Image, Lightning Shield on top, and that is a lot of damage. You can sometimes out-heal it. There's heal spray, there's heal scrolls now. Colorful taking quite some damage here, but Lin is switching gears a little bit. He's going back, and he's counter-expanding.
We're gonna creep Colorful. Very close to level 3 now. Yeah, you can get that down there with a small green camp. Wisp will check the expo timing from Lin. Yeah, Django's really amazing here because you never have any plan to go into Torn Chieftain with that build against Night Elf. So for him to have this aura is really nice. Extra move speeds, extra attack speed as well. Crystal Ball, not so much.
Yeah, I can reveal the Blade Master, I guess. Or against the archers. Both have a crystal ball now, I think. Level 3 Shadowhunter, he's just rising. Blade Master is babysitting this Keeper. Don't you do anything that threatens me. Shaman are here. How quick are the reactions by Lin? And now he knows there's one tree and can't knock this down. But Colorful catches the army. And that's quite some damage already.
Yeah, and there was some Serpent Wards already set up. They're level 2, so that's going to do a lot of damage to all those hunts. Colorful is finally going into a lot of archers at this stage. Blade not quite level 3. Usually if you get it at this stage in the game, you kind of have to go for crit level 2, but we've also seen, if you're worried about Entangle, Mirror Image being selected.
Expo is at around 60% for Colorful. It is done now. The Serpent Ward's still on the map. That is slowly but steady having an impact on Night Elf heroes. Serpent Wards, of course, give a little bit more XP nowadays, so the Night Elves get higher level heroes quicker thanks to that. And Colorful found a way to stop the Blade Master's progress close to level 3.
Yeah, Lin has yet to break upkeep actually here. I wonder if he might steal the Crystal Bolt before. He still kept that for extra scouting for now. But yeah, he added the Bestiary perfectly when Expo was already on the way, because you do need to add Raiders eventually. And the Kodo. So, Colorful is posturing forward, but I don't know if he actually means to attack sometime soon here. Sometimes, you know, this is just something you do to force the opponent to make sure that he also breaks upkeep. Doesn't mean you necessarily have to attack. You know, like 60 supply is not always necessarily the best timing, but it seems like he wants to fight.
Okay, Colorful in fighting shape, here we go. No level 2 Windwalk against you, no level 2 crit against you, no mirror image against you, but a lot of mana on this Shadow Hunter. Here is the reveal of the Hunt's Lightning Shield, only a little bit. Lin very conservative with it, and the only damage for now coming in from the Serpent Wards. Again, Shadow Meld used to prevent this damage. It just turned nighttime. He can do this all day pretty much, and Wisps are coming in for detonates as well. Not too many. The first one got sniped, the second one is still there. Acid Bomb onto the Blade Master, taking quite some damage, but so is the Alchemist, and Lin finding the weak spot in Colorful's army. He's trying to heal himself, but 5 HP TP.
And that was close. Blade Master, Lin didn't kill a single unit. Blade Master has been on 495 XP the whole time.
True.
So great saves. Not quite enough Wisps, I think, though. Like we saw Lowlight playing in Soin, he was using so many Wisps to make sure he detonated the hero of his opponent, the Shadow Hunter in particular, and the Shamans. But here, I think he sent only 2 Colorful, so definitely might want to start using more of those, because without those Wisps, it's very, very hard to actually win fight. Look at this, he sends the Keeper to the shop. He's gonna buy Scroll and then Staff to his army.
Wow.
This lines up perfectly for the fight, but the Fountain's almost entirely gone already.
Units are kind of hurt, and the Dragon is also still at 50%. This is a little tricky. It's not the old Fountain. It's a little less regeneration on this one. And Colorful, he has a big army now. 67 supply, 2 and 1 upgrades on the units as well. It was said never fight an Orc at a Fountain, but Colorful feels tempted to.
Yeah, I feel like he shouldn't. Lionhorn was found as well, so that's extra armor for all of those units here. One Grunt will break the rank and almost pays for it with his life.
Ooh.
Still being targeted. I think Colorful should probably attack the Expo, take out that tower, and then try and force a fight there. But if he does that, then Lin will be immediately behind, engaging into him and catching off reinforcements.
Man, that is so rare to see an Orc just stuck here. Devotion Aura, of course. Excellent against Acid Bomb. Counters the first level almost entirely. What's next though? Tier 3, second attack upgrade. Colorful is checking all the boxes at the moment.
He's facing a lot of Shaman at this point. By the way, Colorful didn't go Thorns. I think that's a very big mistake here.
True.
Against this many Grunts and now Raiders as well. I mean, he's facing so many Shamans, so like, in terms of Purge, it's gonna be very easy for Lin to just purge everything, but I guess if you force Purge, there might not be as many Lightning Shields to be used on the unit.
That is now one burrow down, as there's no reinforced defenses. Blade Master goes into the backline. No hero focus this time, just straight up on the archers. One Shaman down, and Colorful is saving so much into Shadow Meld. Again.
The town is under siege.
Yeah, he did that super well. He's going to so many archers at this stage. It's actually kind of crazy. Marksmanship value of this game is going to be absurd when he finally gets that.
Also Potom, I think. There should be enough heal spray and a staff. Oh, actually no staff yet. He has 600 gold. Now he gets 1, I think. No, still no staff of preservation. That might hurt in the long run. And then, of course, tier 3 is going to be super expensive. Colorful with probably a 3rd hero. Then as many orbs as possible. And then eventually staffs as well, plus upgrades.
I think that Lin perfectly anticipated the movement of Colorful, by the way. He's like, oh, he's going to be in his main for a while, and then he'll head to the left-hand side to attack me. Soul Mask on the ground.
Ah, no!
Oh my god. He was in such a panic to save his tower there that he town portals pretty early. But yeah, great guessing of where Colorful was going to be. And now Lin, he's back on the other side of the map, ready to fight, to defend his expansion. Forces the town portal very early. Do we see some more lightning shields? On those units? No, not really.
Man, Lynn, at this day and age, you should wear your mask at all times, but that Subi mask's probably gonna lay there for a while.
It wasn't, it's the surgical mask. Needs to be the KN95 or FFP, whatever.
Okay, got that.
Advanced Strength of the Moon on the way now. That's one hell of an upgrade when this is your army here with this many hunts and archers, and marksmanship's already there. These archers are gonna hurt with +3 attack.
Yeah.
True shots.
Yeah.
And marksmanship.
Yeah. This is the most damage you can get for gold, like the perfect damage per gold ratio. Super cheap and high impact. Of course a little fragile, but there is no TC, there is no tier 3. We do have some raiders now. Lynn gets the remainders of this camp as well. Plus pillage and attack upgrades, so we are about to raid some bases here.
Lin squeezing that extra camp in the center. If that ends up being what gives him level 5 in the fight, that would be really huge. He's really outmaneuvered Colorful very heavily, I think, from this stage in the game where they both had expansion. He defended well, and every time he squeezed in an extra camp, he actually has a lot of sieging potential here with this many grunts and raider. He could actually, I think, kill that tree on the expo and then town portal out and defend his own expo, which is why Colorful, knowing that, will have to town portal. Lin can just run away. Again, he's still outmaneuvering him completely. Does he actually want to fight, though?
How much gold went into town portals this game? Unbelievable. The 6th or 7th TP we see. But okay, Lin willing to fight apparently. No tier 3 transition. There's a storm coming. Lightning shields, 2 of them. The wisp detonates though. This time they're great. It's 2 of them. Not too much, not as much as Lawlight does, but still excellent position for that. Blade Master in a world of trouble. Here you can see the damage output by archers, especially in combination with Acid Bomb. But the hero focus turns around, and this Alchemist, is there a way to save him anymore? I don't think there's a staff. Oh boy, these heal waves, so important. Switches the target to the Keeper. A Kingdom for a Staff of Preservation, but that does not work. Alchemist, the healer, is gone. It's GG. It is Lin taking map number 1.
Yeah, quite incredible performance here. So solid as you would expect. And honestly, Colorful, he didn't play bad. I think he played pretty good. It's just that Lin is S tier. Like, he completely outmaneuvered him. I cannot believe that he kept on squeezing an extra camp every time that he forced Colorful to go back like he did.
Remo.
Maybe tier 3 isn't the way to go anymore. When we look at Moon, he goes heavily into tier 2, doesn't consider tier 3 anymore nowadays, for the most part, and tries to finish it a little bit earlier before Blade Master and Shadow get completely out of control. And also with Thorn's Aura. Todd, you mentioned it, Thorn's Aura was missing, and that can make a difference in these long extended fights.
Lin is really good, but Colorful can hold his ground. Here we see his camera working now. Not too detached at the moment. Concealed was his pick though, so he's down a map, and his favorite map is out of the pool. 3 minutes to rethink all the decisions here for Colorful. Lin is 1 map away from the playoffs. back at DreamHack Summer Open Asia, where Lin is facing the playoffs and Colorful is facing the lower bracket. Our next map is a new one. It is Autumn Leaves. Remo, do you have some advice for your favorite Night Elf player of all time?
I think a lot of that game looked pretty good. I guess the AP push in the beginning was kind of botched. Seems like very unlikely that's going to happen nowadays against top orcs. Just go for a normal hunt opening, go for the expansion, and then go for some Thornzora. Go for some Thornzora and push heavy. See where that goes.
Alrighty, so follow the Moon is the advice, if I get that correctly. And for good reason, Moon is incredible in this matchup. And of course, everybody has to learn from him and maybe a couple of wisps more. Take inspiration from Moon and Lawlight. Just play like the best Night Elves in the world. That is an easy advice, is it not? Colorful himself, one of the best Night Elves in the world by now, rank 3 in the ranking. He surpassed Lawlight recently with his performances, but of course Lawlight is willing and eager to take that spot back. We got Lin, we got Colorful, we got map 2. Here we go. And there it is in the red. The War Chief with a 1-0 lead. On Colorful's map, he took that with pretty much perfect execution. Lin, and the man who has to step it up for the Lao Pao Esports Club, streaming on Huya, is Colorful.
Are you noticing anything different this game?
Noticing anything different this game?
The supply, bro. Colorful has one supply less than he should because he lost a wisp on that small green camp that he's making the Ancient of War next to. I don't know what happened. I think he clicked the tree that was close to the wolf. The wisp got ensnared and died.
Ooh.
So perhaps not as familiar with Autumn Leaves as he should be, perhaps.
He was playing some open cups. I guess he's familiar with that. He wasn't banning Tide Hunters either. I'm not too sure how much he's playing on War 3 Champions, where this is of course the norm by now.
Yeah. Well, not the best of starts, but I guess you lose one worker, maybe, you know, you kind of slap yourself in the face a little bit. You're like, all right, wake up. This can't be happening. You need to be doing better than that. Sometimes it can end up being a blessing. And honestly, last game, I think he just got outmaneuvered, and as Remo mentioned, yes, I think the protector attack that he did in the early game maybe didn't have the best execution. Like, he staffed a little late. He kept on misrouting his hunts as well. Like, one of them was late to get there. Another one was like sitting at home, so the rally point for his Ancient of War wasn't even set. Maybe having 1 or 2 wisps in position to repair would have been good as well. So yeah, not the best starts. Still kind of salvaged it and had a decently close game. But yeah, Lin absolutely on fire. This time he finds a claw +5, buys a circlet after, and on the other side we got a ring.
The keeper and the rings, that is indeed the theme of the tournament so far. Might help against this Blade Master, especially on the Alchemist, who starts with 1 armor only. For the mid game, I always like 1 ring. Oh my, second claw. This Blade Master is gonna be an absolute beast. Colorful, not level 2 yet. He's just going for the peon here. That won't give him level 2 though. And it is a deny by Lin because he does everything perfectly.
Yeah, second claw on the blades. That blade is already getting super scary. Let's see, what can this keeper get? Probably 1 more peon. Should be forced to townfall though, as the blade is getting back. And there's a speed scroll.
Oh,
does he go for the archer or the keeper?
Mana is completely gone. He is going for the keeper. Can he block him in somehow? There's a couple of peons. He could go for a Warmill. Doesn't even need that. Excellent defense by Lin, who kind of saw this coming, was defending it for a long time with just the burrow. And Colorful was banking on the fact to get that peon. But he didn't, and that prevented treants, so not too much damage done.
Yeah, now it feels like Lin needs to maybe find some damage. He can't be running around the map, I think. He needs to find some damage or creep his blade to level 3, but it looks like he wants to make sure there is no tree going up there, maybe. Oh, he goes to the other merchant.
It
Wants to get another item.
feels a little bit like Nullwood, where you just go from one merchant to the other to stack up your Blade Master. So far, he was pretty lucky with that, with the 2 claws here. Is that too ambitious? Not really, right? Gloves of Haste for that
Ooh.
inventory as well.
Probably
yeah.
the best thing he could have gotten after finding 2 claws and a circlet, because he's already got the damage. Now it's all about attacking a little faster.
Okay. More creeping here. Colorful taking a camp off of Lin, but he's again already at tier 2. Look at the grunts, man. They look like the guard of the stronghold. Not in danger at all. Keeping the main base safe. And colorful. It's again only 1 engine of war, right? Tech is late. No mass. Not even an expansion attempt yet. Oh, maybe that
on
wisp
this
was...
map, maybe it just ends up playing 1 base. I talked about it previously. Like sometimes we see that. Like the orc will often put a lot of effort into trying to scout whether there is an extra base. And if you just don't go for it, they're still gonna look for it quite a bit. So you just stay on 1 base and then you're just kind of surprised with a big mass. But I see a wisp setting up to maybe start a tree here. The top left. Let's see where this goes.
Okay, he had 1 wisp at the right-hand side as well, but the Blade Master scouted it immediately, so I'm curious if that was supposed to be an expansion or not. Lin is fully aware of what's happening. Grunts are moving out. Colorful punishes that immediately with an entangle. Is that enough? Not really, right?
Yeah, he's getting a hunt, I guess, at least. But one of the grunts died. And I don't know if the XP was gained or not. There's a little bit of extra XP on the keeper here. Nature's Blessing starting, but he doesn't have the tree. Oh, he's getting APs on the left. Whoa. That is so sick, because Lin is not supposed to check that corner now.
Yeah, this is really new. I have not seen this before. I've seen it on Tidehunters. We've seen it on pretty much every other map. But he splits a grunt from the rest of the army and he sees it. It was nighttime, but he should know. What's this?
But did he see
No.
it?
What?
No, he didn't. It was barely outside of the vision of that grunt, I guess.
How did the direwolf get here? What is happening?
He aggroed it from the lab. Yeah, some of these aggro are pretty insane these days. I can't tell if Lin saw it. Oh, he's getting a demolisher. Okay, no, never mind. So he saw it, but he didn't want to attack it immediately because he knew he would get entangled. He was trying to get the wolf regardless. And now having only Hex is a disaster, by the way, against this. Like, you'd want Serpent Wards, you know, to help out. The fact that he's already getting a demolisher, though, it's pretty nice. Maybe adding a tower could be good, but he wants to focus on getting more units first, I guess.
Yeah, 2 demolishers usually break this. With a couple of repair and good execution, but we don't have to question Lin's execution, I think. Good for Colorful to have Nature's Blessing. The Treants are moving forward. It's still quite some time until they arrive at a position where they can attack something. Another AP.
The APs are gonna get there when the second demolisher is about to come out. It's crazy.
Lin is so ready for this. Never tower push Lin. He's just the best in defending them. There was the case against Human a couple of years ago. And he's so ready. Okay, 2 demolishers out. None of them misrallied. None of them easy to attack. He's a little low on grunts maybe, due to the 3 demolishers that he's producing.
Oh my god, this demolisher's damage against the protector. Going for the repair now? It doesn't feel like there is that great a dive potential for Colorful to try and get on top of these demolishers and kill them, because that would be a checkmate move. He's going for the shadow. Is there a potion? Is there a staff?
No.
Entangle wasn't used yet. He's gonna speed scroll away.
Okay, and the APs are still there, 3 of them at least. And the North Blade Master is hunting down this Keeper who's not part of this push anymore, but same goes for the Blade. Towers are attacking the burrow, hunts are dropping kinda low, but what's left for Lin except the demolishers? Not much.
Yeah, that one demolisher actually came out on the wrong side of the barracks, sadly.
Whoopsie.
So almost melting instantly. Should be going down to those hunts. So now it's only about the 2 in the base. Lin, okay, push it on time. The repair from Colorful has been amazing on those APs.
Yeah.
They did so much damage. They killed the shaman, they killed the burrow. Shadow is stuck.
Oh no, what an unlucky situation. He's trying, he gets level 2. Oh, the great escape. Heal wave and he is safe. Is now the alchemist stuck with the Shadow Hunter.
As long as those protectors die soon, I think Lin could end up being fine. The Shadow Hunter just will not die. Finally, Entangle might be able to get him. No, he purged immediately. Oh my god.
Are you
He's running
kidding
to the
me?
right.
There's a shot now. He has the gold. He can't produce any units anyway. Blademaster comes in with the backstab. Crit right after. Oh, Lin. What a beauty to see him defend this push. Not if you're a colorful fan, but if you're a general fan of Warcraft. This is excellence.
What a monster is. Oh my god. And this is going to be it. Lin with one of the most insane and clutch holds I've seen in a